Hi, this is Meagan Michael, your intuitive health coach, coming to you from breaking free from toxic people and breaking free from narcissistic abuse. So today, I am drawn to do a reading that I haven't done before. Instead of, I'm just taking my cards out, instead of focusing on one particular person, in which the people watching that the reading is also for them if it resonates with them. But this one is going to be different. This time I'm going to focus on all of you because Spirit knows exactly who's going to be watching this video and they know the message that you want to hear. So, as a group collective, we're going to do a reading today. So, shall we begin? Okay. I love the morning sun. I have some sandalwood burning in my incense burner. I have my, as you've seen before, my sea salt, candle holder, Himalayan pink salt, and one of my favorite quartz crystals. So many beautiful angles on her. I've had her for years. And then my one of my beautiful amethyst clusters. You can see the and Spirit told me that my amethyst is for me to help me reach. It's a tool. They're all tools. We don't need them, but I like them. I've always loved crystals. I'm very drawn to them. So it's a tool to help me to reach higher realms. The quartz is the accentuates it empowers. It helps to power the I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but that's the one that comes up. So it helps to empower the amethyst. And the pink salt is cleansing and grounding. That's just something we should all spend some time with every day. I have pink salt. The only salt that I use in my kitchen is pink salt, and I do use it. There was a time when I didn't use any salt in any food at all, or whatever, like fear of salt. But it's very important for me anyway. It's very important. Okay. I also use it in the shower. A lot of times, or in a bathtub. It's just so wonderful for grounding and cleansing. If you're feeling any kind of anxiety or stress, or this card just fell out. Okay. Accountability. Okay. I'll keep shuffling. Let me focus. Okay. All right. So, spirit guides. This reading is for the group collective, for everyone watching my channel at this time. Okay. I hear keep shuffling, so we'll keep shuffling. Okay. Okay, one from the bottom. Empathy. It's inverted, so it's empathy. I see you and I hear you. And the next card from the top. Celebration. Acknowledge your victories. Woohoo. This is all I'm feeling right now, so we're going to do this 3 card reading, and if I'm inspired to pull another. Oh, I also have my rose quartz nearby. Rose quartz is all about the heart chakra and love and what we should be feeling for ourselves and projecting out to the world and the universe and all of that around us. It does help to raise the vibration of our consciousness, the feelings of love and gratitude, the highest vibration, highest vibration. Okay. Let me take a sip of coffee. Tea, green tea actually, organic green tea. I drink coffee sometimes, but it doesn't make me feel spiritual at all. The green tea is it resonates. It's resonant. Okay, spirit. Okay, so I'm spirit's showing me an audience looking at a stage. And there's a person on stage and they're mopping up the floor. They're cleaning up the mess. Okay, so now it's showing me back further when everyone in the audience, as if at a Rocky Horror Picture Show back in the day, they're throwing all kinds of food and such on the stage. They're just throwing all kinds of garbage and food up on the stage, and and this one person is up there mopping all these people's messes up. And that's what this is about. That's what this is about. That as a group, we are so busy pointing fingers. You're to blame, and you're to blame, and this group is to blame, and this organization is to blame. And but the only way to empower ourselves and to empower I'm just making it a little bit shadier. Empower ourselves and empower our planet is to take responsibility for ourselves. Take our own responsibility. Take back that responsibility. Be accountable. Be accountable for your own actions and thoughts. There's a lot of hate going, and this is what I'm feeling. There's a lot of hate going around in the world right now, and there's the hate that caused the crimes, and then there's the hate for the people that caused the crimes, and then there's more and more and more and more hate and fear, and that's not going to raise the vibration of the planet, and it's not going to enhance your individual life either. And you're so and I'm going to say you, but you understand it's a collective you. You're so busy pointing fingers, well, this group is to blame and you're to blame and this one person is being held accountable and this, but you're not recognizing your own participation in this. You're not recognizing your own anger and your own hatred and your own hatred toward groups and people that do what you feel is wrong, and regardless if it really is like legally wrong and emotion and morally wrong, whatever, the fact is that if you're feeling that hatred toward that group, then you're actually empowering them further. It has to do with law of attraction and vibration. Your vibration is very, very low when you're feeling anger, when you're feeling hatred, when you're feeling vengefulness. When you're feeling that toward a person or a group or even a political figure, and I'm not taking any political stances, you're not going to get my opinion here. You're only going to get a reading from spirit, and that's what you're getting here. So, but when you focus all of it on one person instead of focusing it on yourself, and being accountable for your own mess and just expecting that one person or that one group or whatever to mop up your mess, you're just contributing to the problem. You're not resolving it. You're contributing to the issue. I know you don't realize it. I know you don't realize it because empaths are really good hearted and we get really passionate and we're like, oh, this horrible thing happened. Oh my gosh. And let's just do this and that. And that isn't, you don't fight fire with fire. That isn't the way. You don't fight low vibration with low vibration. It's gonna just continue to have a low vibration. So if you want to raise your consciousness and help to raise the consciousness of the planet, you're going to feel love. And you're going to focus on yourself. If you can't feel love for like certain groups and people, and I totally get that, it's okay. You do whatever you feel is right, but focus on you and the love that you have for yourself. And honestly, your attention to the news and to the media and to your Facebook news feed and all the drama that's going on right now, it doesn't help it. It doesn't help you. It only makes you feel so sad and angry. And I know because I'm on Facebook and I get it. I get it. And I scroll through things and some things I just hide and some things actually get to me. Not much anymore. Not much anymore because I understand the bigger picture. But so I just want to. This is the message that Facebook is sharing. That spirit is sharing, that you giving your attention and your focus to these hate crimes and these groups, and you focusing anger, and you're feeling inside and everything is boiling up and boiling over, and it's not, it's only contributing to the low vibration, your own, and then you're going to attract more of the same, and the world will attract more of the same, and hate just breeds more hate. Okay, and that's the first card. Now, empathy is upside down. Spirit is showing me that even though you're empaths, you're not feeling empathy for the groups or the people that you can't relate to, the ones that have done. This is what I'm feeling. Again, this is not opinion. I'm just sharing the message. You're not feeling any empathy toward the ones that have done things that you would never do. Okay? Um, Whatever that is. Even if it's just agree with with someone, or not disagree with someone, you're not feeling any empathy toward that person or that group, and you're judging and you're pointing fingers like, how come that person isn't reacting, how come that person isn't putting up a, I don't know, a Facebook profile with, with holding hands or whatever it is, how come they're not upset about this? And that's your own lack of empathy. And it's really none of your business what anybody else does and what anybody else thinks. The only responsibility that you have in this life is to take care of you and to take care of your own vibration. And by taking care and focusing on your own vibration and keeping it high and raising it up and getting it as high as you can. And none of us are going to say up there all the time, but it's our goal to try. I mean, it's like Abraham Hicks says, life is supposed to be fun. Not everything that happens in life is fun. Not everything that happens, and we know that already. But to focus all of our attention day after day on the things that are not fun is not going to breed fun. It's not going to breed happiness. It's not. And if you want to be happy and you want to attract more positive things into your life, you need to remove your focus from what is not resonating with you as a soul. Because if you're feeling anger and hurt and all these things, it means you're out of alignment. Because when you're in alignment with your inner being, when you're in alignment, then you're feeling good. You're feeling happiness. You're feeling contentment and at peace. So if you're feeling anger and resentment and or rage or injustice, or you see what I'm saying, this is your inner being and this is you moving all the way. I've lost your inner being. Your inner being's over there, and like you just keep further further and further away, and it feels worse and worse and worse. And you're like, God, where are you? But God's right there. God never moved. God's not going to move down here with you in the muck and hang out in the low vibrations. God's not going to do that. God, the universe, all that is, the creator, source, whatever you want to call it, that's not gonna happen. God's gonna hold their high vibration, even though I can't see it. See, that's the thing. You can't see it. Thank you. You can't see God, right? You can't see source, but they're there. You know it's there. Okay, so let's just move it over here so you can see it for the point of the video. You have to come back. You have to raise they're up here, and you have to bring your vibration back up to go back into alignment. You know, alignment. And a lot of things happen in this world that very understandably upset us, enrage us, but all of that is reacting. And we don't have to be reactive, because when we are reactive, we are giving our control away. We are giving our control away to groups and governments and other people and people that say nasty things about us on Facebook or whatever. Whatever it is for you, if you're allowing yourself to get to see something or hear something or witness something and you're like, that's a reaction. That's a reaction. It's it's an authentic reaction, but it isn't authentic to your higher self. I'll leave you with that. No, I have another card. Celebration. Acknowledge your victories. So Spirit is saying to you to focus on what does bring you joy. Even in the midst of chaos, you can have calm in the midst of chaos. You can have focus on what brings you joy. And there is no guilt. You do not have to feel badly. What is it Abraham says? That you cannot get poor enough to make other people, to make poor people wealthy, and you can't get hungry enough to make starving people full. You can't keep, your martyrdom is not going to help anyone, not yourself and not the planet, not any group at all. Giving your, you're being unhappy. We're taught that being happy in the midst of chaos is, oh, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's not wrong. You need to do what makes you happy. And again, what makes you happy will also raise the vibration of the planet. So celebrate your victories. So maybe you got a promotion at work today, or maybe you're, I don't know why it just came to my mind. Your dog had puppies. I don't know. My we don't have puppies. It's a anyway. But whatever it is that's happening, somebody, one of you must have just had that because it just came to my mind. Whatever this it is that you're happy about, or that you, or reasons that you have to be happy, focus on those. Focus on that. You have a roof over your head. You've got a deck of oracle cards. You've got a computer. You've got clothes to wear. You've got food in your fridge and your belly. It's okay. It's not only is it okay to be grateful and happy about that, but it's encouraged. It's encouraged by source. We as beings, it's our, hang on, I'm getting hot. Sun is getting warm. Where's my fan? I'm feeling like I've already given the message. Let me pull an Abraham Hicks card. I'm feeling like at this point I'll just be over talking it and the message is clear already. Okay. Got it? All right, so let's pull an Abraham Hicks card. Again, this is the, Ask and It Is Given deck. All right. And I will put away our Divine Dog Wisdom cards for this morning. This is interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know what Spirit was going to talk about. I left it up to Spirit, and of course they're talking about like the one subject that I probably, as a human, didn't want to talk about. And that's okay. That's okay. It's not my job to filter. It's not my job to filter or to judge the message. It's my job to provide the message, to share the message, and to get it out there. And I have this beautiful YouTube platform and my Facebook pages, and now one of my beautiful dear friends, Ellie, in fact, whom I gave a reading to yesterday, is creating my website for me. So thank you, Ellie. And so that's those of us who are called to do this, and there are many of us. Those of us who can hear Spirit and connect with Spirit and can share the messages. We really, well, speaking for myself, although I know there actually I'm feeling inside like we're like those of us who can do this are all called. It's a calling, and because our planet is in a place right now where we need that. We need that for our ascension and for our well-being as a human race. We need that, and so we need people like ourselves who can share the pure message without filtering it through the messages and the teachings of those of us who were in darkness, who didn't know any better. They were behind the veil of consciousness when we were growing up, parents, teachers, etc. And they did their best. But but their job is done, and now it's our job to be who we are. This is the card that's coming up. So let's see what it says. A consistent formula gives me consistent results. Okay, and it says, like learning to understand the basics of mathematics and then having the successful experience of understanding the results of their applications. Once you have a formula for understanding your world that is consistent, it will yield to you consistent results. It will yield consistent results to you. Okay, I'll leave that up for a second so you can read it again. Okay, so consistency breeds consistency. So this is speaking to the lack of reactivity and finding what works for you, and finding your happy place, and finding your contentment, and finding, oh, by the way, the number is 8. Ooh, that's a great one. That's my life path. 8. See the infinity with the number 8? It's never ending. It's infinite. That's a very, very important number. Is there, I wanted to see if these were words or maybe light language or something. I love these cards. I love all the cards. So yeah, consistent formula gives me consistent results. So find what works for you. What works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for that person. And you can't. It's not our job to force our opinion or our what works for us onto other people, assuming that it's going to work for everybody, even with the best of intentions. So that really goes ties into the entire message. You may feel one way, and you're judging other people for not feeling that same way is just creating more of a problem. Is that what you're trying to say, Spirit? Am I missing the point here? No, I am missing the point. Okay. So this has to do with goodness. This doesn't have to do with reactivity. This has to do with focusing on a formula that works for you. This isn't about other people now. This is specifically thank you. Okay, I can be wrong. There you go. All right, so this is about only what works for you and finding the consistent formula that works for you, that helps you to find peace of mind and happiness and contentment, and then you'll attract more and more abundance of love, abundance of nourishment, abundance of money, abundance into your life. Abundance is all good things abundant, and the things that are in your vortex that you're allowing into your life because you have a high vibration. And if you find what works for you, keep doing that because it will continue to give you consistent results. I also strongly feel the need to say that if you're doing something that's bringing you results that you don't like, well, it's still the same. You're still getting consistent results. You just are not happy with the results that you're getting. So you may want to change. See, may you may want to alter and do something that is more beneficial to you. And then once you see the results starting to come in and they become consistent or more and more consistent, then you'll realize what it is that works for you. And then you keep doing those things that work for you, and your life will improve. And on a personal note, when our life improves, we do raise the vibration of the planet as a collective consciousness. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Whew, that was a heavy one. Namaste. Namaste. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Oh, again, this is Meagan Michael, your intuitive health coach. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, comment below. I'm sure you have a lot to say about this one, but that's okay. And that's okay because your opinion is welcome. So, peace.